absolutely love photographing water. There's something amazing about freezing the moment that water splashes. I'm Gavin Hoey, and in this video I'm going to show you exactly how you can do that, how you can freeze the moment that one of these dice hits the water and causes a splash. Now when it comes to freezing action, we're talking flash. Now you might think I want to use a great big studio head, but in fact I'm only going to use these small speedlights or flash guns, because these have a little secret. The speed of the light, the duration that the light is on these little things is way faster than their big studio lights, and it's the duration of the flash that stops the action. Now of course if I just use this little flash, it's going to be a pretty small source of light, and I want a source of light that's going to light this fairly evenly. So I'm going to use an adapter, a light modifier, and today my light modifier looks like this. This is a 40 centimeter thereabout beauty dish from Mick & Sue. The only trouble is this is designed for a Bowens light, a big studio light. How do I attach my little flash gun, my speed light, into here? Well, there's a special adapter that I'm going to use. They're called the strobist speedlight adapters from Mick & Sue, and of course you can get them from the Smick website. Now they come in two types. There is the L variety, because it looks a little bit like a letter L, I suppose. And then there's the one I'm going to use, which is my preferred one, which is this one, and this is the T shape variety, because that's what it's called. And this is great. This has the ability for me to mount my flash on the little hot shoe down here, but at this end, this is a normal Bowens fit speed ring. So any Bowens flash accessory, snoot, soft boxes, anything that has that Bowens fit, for example my beauty dish, I can attach on here and use with my speed light. So now any Bowens equipment I have is fully strobist ready. Okay, so that's the basic equipment. Let's get it set up. So as you can see, the studio is pretty much set up. All I need is the lighting, and I'm going to start with just the key light, the main light, and that's where the strobist speedlight adapter really comes into its own. So I'm just going to pop that onto a light stand, screw it on so it's nice and secure like that, and it's not going anywhere. That's good. Then I'm going to attach my light modifier to the front. Now because it has a standard Bowens fit, it's dead easy to get your accessories on. There's the three little pins that Bowens equipment has. That goes around the front. And it just snaps in. There's a little screw at the back here just to tighten that up and make sure that nothing's going to drop off. We'll get that all the way in, and there we go, we're good to go. So the next thing of course is the speed light itself. Now that fits on the little sliding arm at the back here, so I can loosen that off, slide that all the way back and get my speed light on. Now this is a Canon 580EX flash, so it's one of the larger speed lights, but it still fits on the accessory bracket just fine. So let's pop that in there. Like that. I can lock it in place, and then all I have to do is slide it inside of the light modifier. There's another lock there just to make sure it's in position, and we're good to go. Now if like me you're going to be using an infrared trigger rather than a radio trigger, it's good to know that you can actually rotate this around. So I can just loosen that off and rotate that back so that my infrared receiver is visible, and that means that the flashes should fire without any lost shots. Now the reason I'm using a beauty dish on this shoot is because of the quality of light it produces. It tends to be quite crisp and sharp, and that's exactly the look I'm after for the water. Now another really good tip with beauty dishes is how far should they be from the subject that you're shooting. And my rough guide is no more than twice the diameter of the beauty dish. So for example, this is a 40 centimeter beauty dish, so I want it around about no more than 80 centimeters from the top of the water. Now because I want a nice pure crisp white background, I need to light this white pop-up. Now to do that I'm going to use a second speed light. It's also on the infrared trigger, and all I need to do is just to angle it back, pop it up against the back there so it beams nice bright white light all over the background. Okay, so the flashes are in position and the camera is all set up. I'm ready to take some pictures. But there's one last piece of equipment I haven't mentioned that I would highly recommend you get your hands on. And I'm afraid you can't get this one from the Smick website. That is a towel, because water, it's going to get wet and messy, isn't it? So a towel is rather useful. Now with this kind of photography, it really is a matter of trial and error, and you're going to get a lot of misses for just that one hit. But that's all you need, one really good shot. And practice makes perfect. So keep practicing and you'll get lucky. Well, there you go. Great little shoot, fantastic photos, all thanks to the speed of your speedlight and the ability of the strobist speedlight adapter to take my speedlight and use it on a standard piece of studio equipment. Now, if you want to find out more about these bits of equipment and other strobist accessories, don't forget to check out the website at www.smick.co.uk. I'm Gavin Hoey. Thanks for watching.